What's up, everybody? We're going to do another gear review today. We're going to focus on Goruck bags. We had a good question on the YouTube channel that somebody wanted a little review of the bags that they offer. Goruck is an awesome company I've gotten to do some work with. I've also gotten to do a Goruck Tough event with them. They run awesome events and make awesome gear made in the USA. So we're going to run down the GR1, the GR2, the GR3, and the Rucker. Now there's a couple things that are similar among all these bags, right? The GR1 and the Rucker are going to be similar in size. GR2 is a little bit larger, and then the GR3 is the largest. But from there, they're all made of super durable material. They have awesome warranties on them in terms of things tearing, ripping. You can get them sent back and fixed for free. They are super durable bags for working out and for just travel, carrying around, leisure, whatever you want. Then all of them are also going to have MOLLE attachments on the outside and the inside, padded straps, silent zippers, and a handful of different pockets in different places. So we'll kind of dive into some of that stuff as well. First one we're going to talk about is the first bag that I ever got from Goruck is going to be a GR1. This is probably their most popular bag due to its size and its ability to kind of be an all-arounder and do a little bit of everything. I like traveling with this bag. Opens flat. It's got a nice little bit of a bucket kind of fill here where the sides do kind of stand up a little bit. Pocket on the inside. This can be used to hold your weight, as well as you could slide an iPad in there. You can slide your laptop in there. Really, I like to keep my laptop on this zippable, or the enclosure on the outside. Cool thing about these is they have like a false bottom in them. So if you drop the bag, if you set it down kind of tough with your laptop in there, you don't have to worry about jarring the laptop, right? It's going to be pretty safe and secure in here. The material is waterproof, or water resistant or rain resistant, rain proof. Water will get in eventually, but it takes a lot. I know I've used them outside, I've gotten them super wet, I've played around with them in the mud and that kind of stuff, and rarely do the things that I have inside get any moisture. If you are going to be out in some serious rain for a long time, you will want to put things in a plastic bag on the inside of here. This one is going to be probably just my best everyday bag, right? Or a multi-purpose bag, especially if you are looking to do some working out with it, but a lot of just carrying it around, using it for bringing your computer to work, bringing gym stuff to the gym, things like that. It's just a nice size for that, really easy travel. It's gonna fit in overhead compartments, or if you're forced to, under the seat on an airplane, really easy. So I really like this one just kind of for your everyday go around bag, and then a little bit of working out. Price point on the GR1 is gonna be $265. Now this sounds steep, but again, you're thinking of it as a multi-purpose tool, right? This can also be your home gym, right? Depending on what you fill it with. You can fill it with like a sandbag. You can add some plates in there, some weight plates, and Goruck also has these plates that can slide into that inside pocket that you can also use for weight. So those are kind of your options for filling any one of the bags. So at $265 for kind of a home gym material, all around carry bag, something that's super durable and it's gonna have like a lifetime warranty, really good buy. Next one we're gonna go over is the GR2. So the big difference here is that it's just bigger. That is really the biggest difference. 34 liters for the GR2. So you're gonna be able to fit a lot more stuff on the inside. That second opening here, so we basically have two, the one main opening and the second fold out open is gonna be another big difference, or a nice difference. So just so you have more space to kind of carry things, right? So you can put all sorts of stuff in these different pockets. Super secure, again. I like just kind of the vent mesh on the inside. It's a little more breathable, so if you're carrying clothes, dirty clothes, whatever, you can throw those in there in some plastic bags or something like that. And plenty of space to put like electronics, passport. You can kind of separate everything out how you like in this bag, right? Not everything's gonna be forced to be jammed into one pocket, which is why this is probably my favorite travel bag, period. Anytime I go on a plane, this is with me. It's been with me, yeah, pretty much on any trip in the past 2 or 3 years that I've gone on. I take a GR2, specifically this one, because I love the camo pattern. Super sick patterns that they have for all the bags as well. You can see when it opens, it's another nice big tub down in the main compartment. So I mean, shoes, boots, clothes, if you're going on a short weekend trip, you can easily get away with just taking your GR2. Again, still fits in an overhead compartment really easily. So super easy to travel with. All the durability, again, bomb-proof kind of laptop portion as well. If you're dropping it or setting it down, something kind of happens where it falls to the ground, all your stuff is going to be really protected. When it comes to working out, I wouldn't highly recommend it for this one unless you're going to fill it a certain way. Just because there's so much space in this, when you slide in one of these plates, or maybe you've only got some 10-pound change plates or something like that, it's going to feel super empty. It's not going to feel as full as potentially a GR1 because there's so much extra dead air, basically. So if you're going to work out with this, I would actually recommend, if you have some kind of sandbag filler bag or something like that, you can lay 2 of those in here, and it'll actually puff it out a little bit and make it a little more easily usable or maneuverable as a piece of workout equipment. That's not to say that you can't work out with this. You definitely can. It's going to be able to carry a little bit more weight. You're definitely going to be able to load it a little bit heavier, but not my top choice to work out with. 100% my top choice to travel with. Next one is going to be the GR3. This is by far the biggest one that they carry in terms of carrying your stuff hands-free. So a backpack, 45 liters for the GR3. This is the Cadillac. This has got pretty much everything. Definitely just one big pocket here, huge bucket. You can fill this with all sorts of stuff, boots, shoes, clothes, I mean, you name it. A couple extra pockets in here as well. What makes this one a little bit more unique is that on the inside you have this Velcro surface that extra attachments that Goruck sells can go on here to kind of separate things out a little bit, bag attachments, as well as extra MOLLE straps on the bottom. And the reason that these are here is that you can put on an attachment that is basically used to help carry a sleeping bag, right? So this thing is definitely geared a little bit more towards camping, your outdoor activities, those kind of things, as well as travel. This is as big as it's gonna get that is still gonna be allowed to fit in an overhead compartment. Now, why I would probably go with the GR2 still for travel than the GR3 is because, as many of you know, when you get on a plane sometimes, you don't know what boarding group you're gonna be in. You don't know who's gonna board before you and who's gonna take a ton of that overhead bin space. So in the case that you are approaching an overhead bin that has a bunch of things in it already, the GR2 is gonna be able to squeeze in kind of nice, and it's still gonna fit underneath the seat in front of you if you have to pretty easily. GR3 is gonna be a little bit more tough to do that if you have this thing fully loaded out. It's definitely gonna expand out and be really, really large. So in terms of travel, if it's longer travel and you're okay with maybe checking this and risking it to carry on and this is all you're carrying, yeah, you can definitely take this with you, throw it in the car is really easy, as well as taking it on the plane. But I'm looking at longer duration trips if that's what I'm going to use this for, and as well as maybe going backpacking or something like that. This would be a great overnighter or 2-nighter backpack to take for more than one reason. One, we said attaching the backpack or the sleeping bag on the bottom or your tent on the bottom. There's attachments to do that. As well as this comes with a hip belt, or you can have a hip belt with this to attach across the hips. Obviously a bigger bag, you're going to load it down with more stuff. It's going to be heavier. It's going to take some of the strain off of those shoulders by adding the hip belt on here and allow you to carry some of that weight on the hips. So in terms of travel, this would be my #2 bag. Obviously, if we're going on a little bit longer trips, this is going to be one to go with. If I'm going to be doing outdoor activities, I'm going to consider taking the GR3. In terms of working out with it, wouldn't highly recommend that at all. It's going to be really tough to get away with unless, again, you fill it up with some sandbag fillers or something like that. You can definitely do it. You can definitely use it as like kind of a strongman bag for over the shoulder throws and all that stuff. But if you're looking to do kind of standard movements and activities and that's your main priority, then I'm definitely saying the GR1 or the GR2 for the ones that we've covered so far. Price point on the GR3 is going to be $395. Seems super steep, but at the same time, again, you're getting something that has an incredible warranty that you can send back, get fixed. You can have it for a lifetime. They're going to take care of you when you purchase something like this to make sure that you continue to use it over and over and over again. So a little bit more steeper price, but you get a whole lot of bag for that cost. Last but not least, we have the Rucker. So I've got this one loaded down. Price point on these right now, they are both on sale. A 20 liter and the 25 liter are both on sale for $129. So super, super good price for a quality, awesome bag. What do I like this one for? This one is built for working out. Okay, this is your gym on the go. This is the main quality of the Rucker, is to work out with. And a couple reasons why are, when we unzip here, you can notice I've got the plate in, but it has its own basically plate carrier. So the GR1, GR2 basically just have a sleeve that you slide the plate down in, but there's nothing that goes over top. So the potential for that plate to kind of bounce around a bit is pretty high, right? But if you have a plate in here, you've got the Velcro strap over the top, which is actually going to keep that thing locked in place, which is an awesome feature if you're dragging this as a sled, if you're doing thrusters with it, if you're doing anything with it, right? Deadlifts, swings, you want that plate to be nice and secure, whatever you're using in here to fill it out to be nice and secure. At the size that it's at, again, that plate kind of fills it out pretty well. When you close this up, you can see that it's still pretty streamlined. There's not like a bunch of extra material flopping around, right? It's pretty basic in that sense. There's no laptop compartment on it. You just have a padded back here. That's not to say you couldn't carry a laptop on the inside. Again, the laptop's not going to be as secure unless it's like an iPad and you slide it down in that sleeve with the fold over Velcro top. Another thing, this is waistband compatible for running with, for jogging with, doing box jumps, any kind of workout where you're going to be bouncing around, you want it to stay a little more secure on your back. This will take a belt as well. And the other thing I like is it has this padded strap here on the bottom. And again, this is specifically, again, for working out. Think of doing swings with this. You could potentially do throws with this handle. You can do upright rows. You can do all sorts of different movements because it has this handle on the bottom as well as on the top. Handles either on either side technically for cleans, overhead work, presses, bench press, that kind of stuff. So this is really your gym on the go, or if you are looking for one item that you need right now just to work out with, this is for sure going to be my pick. Like I said, you can still take stuff in it. You can still, it's got external pockets. It's got a couple good on the inside. Let's show those real quick. Two main ones on the inside here with some breathability, and then another one just to store some simple stuff up top. Definitely not my pick for the #1 piece of travel gear that you're gonna have, but if really working out is what you're looking to do, this is the one to go with. The Rucker is what we used at the Rogue Invitational in 2019 in the Legends division. This is actually that same Ruck, so I would highly, highly, highly recommend it if this is what you're looking at to work out with. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this gear review. If you have other pieces of gear that you want reviewed, throw it down in the comments. If you have more questions that I did not cover in this review about any one of these Rucks, go ahead and throw it down in the comments as well. Again, every one of these is an awesome piece of gear. They each just have their little twist on what they do best. Again, my overall everyday kind of carry bag, the thing that I probably use the most is going to be the GR2. And now that's not for working out with, but that's just to have a rugged bag that's going to last me a lifetime, is going to be the GR2. If I'm going to go for workout and travel, I want to use it for a lot of both. I'm probably going to go with the GR1 or the Rucker. So if working out is a little bit higher on that priority list, we're going to stay with the Rucker. If a little bit of multi-purpose use is more of the case, then we're going to go with the GR1. If you're looking basically strictly travel, you want to go backpacking and you want to have huge capacity when you're flying, when you're driving, all those different things in one over-the-shoulder bag, that's going to be the GR3. Like I said, it's kind of the Cadillac of bags that they sell that goes over the shoulder. You can put a whole bunch of different attachments onto it. There's exterior buckles, all those good things as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, let me know if you got any other questions. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.